I was unaware of the next schools at all. So he did all the homework, he came up, he got admissions in almost all the schools that he appeared in his examination. But he was blown away after meeting Naman sir, and he decided I'm no more appearing in any other exams and I'm going to Tensor and you're paying my fees. That's how we landed up with Tensor.
In the tech business mostly, there are many businesses and individuals throughout history who have failed to adapt to the new technologies that have come out. So I feel that computer science and tech in general is a business where adaptability is the most important skill. And I feel that Newgen colleges provide that adaptability to the students. That's why I chose them.
That was so satisfactory to me because I've already heard about Naman sir, and now you're talking so diligently about Manas sir. The mentors are doing exceptionally good. So that's something that a parent is convinced and that he's in the right hands.
Oh, I would like to thank you for believing in me throughout my school years, and I want you to keep believing in me for the next 4 years and send me off with good Ashirwad and prayers.
Aww, so sweet. So let's start. Like, you can just tell your name, where you come from, maybe where you studied and everything, and same with you, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Syed Mohammad Ali. I've done my schooling from Tensor School, done my intermediate and 11th and 12th from Residence Junior College. My hobbies include playing chess, singing. That's mostly it.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Chess and singing are like two.
No, he's been a member for the choir for like 6
Me
years.
too.
So
My name is Sarigama, by the way. So
Okay.
it'll be a shame if I don't sing. Right.
He's received awards in school for singing as well.
Damn.
He was a part of the school choir
Nice.
for like 6 years in total, if I'm not wrong, continuously from.
So you're probably trained.
No,
Not like actual training, but we had training sessions, normal training sessions in school.
Yeah. There's no normal and classical training.
No,
There's training.
He didn't go for any specific music learning school, but he did that from his school itself.
Nice. That's amazing. Even our co-founder Swapnil, who is previously was at Google London,
Okay.
Apple and all, he is a mentor in Tensor. Now he's going to be a faculty. He also is a really good chess player. Manas as well plays really good chess. Maybe one day we can have a face-off with the faculty and...
He started chess off late, but I'll put a little more light on how he started with this thing. Academically, he's been good all through, right from his kindergarten. But initially, he started in sports with polo. They have horse riding and polo in their school. So he did that for like 2 years. And then he moved his interest from there to football. Then started putting on a little weight and then quit football and then played squash for a year.
Isn't it like the other way around? If you put on weight, you play football and you lose it.
Yeah, he moved from football to squash, and then in his final 9th and 10th grades at school, he was the team member in his basketball team. And he got a silver medal in the school competition, ICSE. He got a silver medal in that. So that's his sports background. But so far as academics is concerned, he's always been very focused. He started his coding when he was in 9th
Oh.
by himself, and with no idea to the parents what he was doing. Because my background is I'm a lawyer. I practice at the High Court in Telangana, and my wife is a homemaker. And my parents, we all come from educational background. My mother is a doctor, and my father was a professor. He passed away. I've got 2 more siblings. My elder brother is an engineer. He lives in Canada. He's a IITian. My younger brother is a MBA graduate. He's into business as well. And he's got his cousins who are from engineering background as well. He's got one elder sister, elder sister, who's just completed her BTech from Ufa MG, Banjara Hills. From in the same subjects, AIDS.
So you guys are like fully into proper education,
Artificial intelligence and data science. She'll be graduating this year actually. She's got her exams coming up in July. Towards my maternal side, it's all doctors. Both my maternal grandparents, my nana, nani were doctors. I've got 3 cousin sisters who are all doctors, and one cousin brother. He's an engineer, but his wife is a doctor. So they've got 4 female doctors in the house.
So you got pressure to be in.
But he was always focused on maths. He was never interested in science. It was always about maths. And I remember his Suman ma'am, his math teacher, would appreciate him throughout the academic year. And they still remember, because I've got 2 more sons studying in Nasser. So when I go to collect the report cards, the teachers always ask for him, how is Mohammad Ali doing? He was one of their favorite students, especially as English teacher. He got a 96% and a gold medal in English literature. So his English is pretty decent.
I'm liking this whole story more and more as you speak, and I have like many more questions that I'll ask on top of that. Could you tell us like what specifically about Muhammad Ali did you find very interesting as a child who was growing up?
The good thing about him is he's very focused. He knows what he wants from a very early age. As I said, 2 other boys, they are more into sports and they don't know anything about their career. My youngest one, though he's a very good football player, he played for under 12 India. They beat Nepal last year and he got a gold medal. But academically or career-wise, they don't know what they want. So far as my eldest son is concerned, Muhammad Ali, he's been very focused. He knew what he wanted to do. And he did all the research of the Gen X schools. He got me a list of all these schools, right from Alta to Zenith to Tensor, Scalar. He made this list, came to me, made me pay. He filled the forms by himself and appeared for the exams.
Wow, honestly, this is a dream child.
And I knew nothing about the Gen X engineering schools, because I come from a background where we write the MSET. We either know BTech, the state examination, or we know his IIT. And I was unaware of Gen X schools at all. So he did all the homework, he came up, and he got admissions in almost all the schools that he appeared his examination. But he was blown away after meeting Naman sir, and he decided, I'm no more appearing in any other exams, and I'm going to Tensor and you're paying my fees. That's how we landed up with Tensor.
As you said, he knows what he wants.
That's where he decided for himself. And then I did a little background check. I lived in Bangalore for a year, so I happen to have a few friends in Bangalore. And then we said, okay, I mean, this is what you want. This is what's going to help you shape your career. He talked to me about what a Y Combinator is. I was not aware of it.
Wow. Okay. Great profile. Like, I'm liking this more and more.
But after the shortlisting, he spent an hour with Naman sir, the very same day.
Okay.
And I was aware that the parents are allowed.
We have a 2-step process, like for everybody.
So, and then he came to me and he said that this is what I've chosen. So I want you to support me with this. So
Nice.
I didn't knew what Y Combinator is. I never knew. Then he came to me and showed the ad of Tensor about the packages and all. I said, that's a secondary subject. But he knows that he wants to do artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, robotics. These are his interests. And
Nice. So you're practically the best fit for Tensor School, both ways.
Well,
We're
I
looking
also-
for kids like this,
because
especially.
with no other background support, I mean, our entire family is either MSET or IIT. We don't know what a Gen X school is.
So let's dig in further. What were your favorite subjects growing up?
I was all into maths. Like, it was my only favorite subject. Like, I only studied maths. So, I was very bad at like history, geography. Like, my grades were held up by maths and English mostly, and languages.
Actually, me too. I used to hate geography so much. I would be like, why am I supposed to study this? Cool.
If
Then-
this video is seen by your chachi, she'll not like it, because my younger brother's wife is a social studies teacher. She teaches geography, I think, right? History. At Little Flower High School. It's a convent school. It's a very renowned convent school of Hyderabad. I don't know if you're
Yeah,
aware
I
of Little Flower.
My parents actually are both teachers and they own a school.
Oh, very nice.
So
Which
Schools
school?
is where I grew up in even as a child.
We have
My
that
outings
background.
are for parent-teacher meetings.
My father was a professor.
Okay.
My grandmother used to run a school,
What's the school name?
Moghalpura School, back in around Independence time, 1942.
Okay, definitely, I won't know that.
That's almost 80 years back.
But wow, so you basically are like a very well-educated family, right from that
From our
time.
grandparents' time,
And that too, your grandmom. So it's like even
yeah.
female empowerment.
At
was
that
high.
time, my grandmother used to say the girl child was not allowed to go to school, but her father was very particular that my daughter will study.
Amazing.
She was the eldest daughter. She had two more siblings, one younger sister and a brother. So being the eldest, her father chose like my daughter will go to school, and she was the only girl who would go to school with the entire Britishers in 1920s and 30s.
Grandmom is slaying, no?
And she passed away. We spent a very good time with her. He saw her. She passed away in 2009. He was born in 2008. So 1 year she saw him.
That's a very cool story. And when were you first drawn to computer science as a child? Like, obviously you like math,
Yeah.
but when did you discover your liking towards computer science or AI or anything?
In ninth grade, I'm from an ICSE school, right? So in ninth grade, we start with Java, basics of Java. I studied from there, but it was very slow. So I went on YouTube and then I searched different teachers, right? I studied from them. I studied basic DSA and stuff, yeah. And but
What were the YouTube teachers that you studied?
Shraddha ma'am, basically, Apna College, yeah.
Okay.
And Striver is another YouTube channel. Code with Harry. These
Yeah.
I used these, but I stopped after I got into 11th. Now I did not continue with Java. I started after writing my exams. I started with C++ because I want to get into competitive programming, and I heard that C++ is the fastest language, right?
It sure is.
So
Yes.
I've started with it. I've completed the basics, but I haven't started with any complex stuff yet.
So, moving forward, when did this computer science and AI become like the option for you? When were you very clear that, okay, wow, this is amazing, I want to stick to this path?
In 10th grade, mostly before I started my JE prep. Like I was like done with the basics of Java and then I started with these, right? So it was a language, and computer science as a whole is something that stimulates my brain, and I like that, like that part of computer science, which is also in chess and mostly
True.
maths and stuff, right?
Correct.
So,
It's the fun of like cracking a problem.
Yes.
It's like really adrenaline.
yeah,
driven.
because at the start, and it's the same for maths, because there's a problem. It can be very obvious, but it can be also obscure at times. Like once you see the solution, you can get like, I couldn't figure it out, but it can be easy to understand and obscure at times, right? That's what.
And when he first told you that he wants to be in CS and AI, what was your reaction like? Like, were you?
No, I was definitely aware that AI is the future. I don't know much technically, but I do understand the geopolitics and the changes the world is going through. Now everything is being tracked. Data is the new currency, and I do understand that everything, whether I buy something from Swiggy, I'm being told what to buy. Artificial intelligence is the next thing. I said, my elder brother's daughter, she's pursuing her engineering, and she brought this to our attention 4 years back. But much prior to that, Muhammad Ali knew what he wanted. So he was doing his homework on artificial intelligence, on data science, on engineering by himself, and coming up and telling me what he wants. And that's how he brought it to my attention.
So I want to ask you, since you were the driving factor for this whole thing, usually I ask whoever is responsible, but it seems like you were the person who caused
Yeah, it was not the parents. We never pushed him to what he should be doing. We've been very. My mother is the only person. My mother, his grandmother, is the only person who wants everybody in the world to be doctors, because she's a doctor. So she wants every child to become a doctor. But we never pushed any of our children to what they want to do. As I said, my other two sons, one is in 8th and 9th, and I've never asked them what they want to do. so far. We'll probably have to decide once they come to the 10th standard. It
At
was,
least at some level.
yeah. With him, it was the other way around. He came up and said, because right from his kindergarten, if you ask him to study, he would open math and English. That's the only two subjects he studied. Either he would read, and one other very good hobby he forgot to mention is he reads at least 2 books every month. So either something related to technology or related to Millionaires, Billionaires Club, or something to do with stock market. So he reads 2 books a month. That's also one of his hobbies, which he's been doing for like 6-7 years, probably, maybe more. So, and he reads and passes the books to his friends Tejas and Vishnu, or to his cousin sister.
After the interview, I'm going to ask you your favorite books because I used to be a massive bookworm. To a level where on my birthday I used to ask my parents to gift a stack of books in my height.
So probably you started with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it was the books that I remember buying for you.
I was into more like literature and all of that as well.
No, he's about money and technology.
Self-help books, I mostly.
Oh, okay. So I took time to get into that. He's there already.
Yeah.
Fast tracked. Cool. So I want to ask you, like, what actually made you go for the new age Gen X schools like ours, more than going for a traditional, brand-driven colleges?
In the tech business mostly, there are many businesses and individuals throughout history who have failed to adapt to the new technologies that have come out. Like there was Blockbuster. It was a video rental store which was like in the late 1990s. It was acquired by Netflix. There was Kodak. It invented the first digital camera in 1975, but again it failed to adapt to like the films. It didn't. It kept the films, which made the camera very heavy. So it was then again went bankrupt. So I feel that computer science and tech in general is a business where adaptability is the most important skill, and I feel that new gen colleges provide that adaptability to the students. That's why I chose them.
Your child is like
Well,
spot on.
exposure
No
to the
wonder you're
latest
going to
one.
back him because he's actually very clear. By the way, if you check out Manas' profile on LinkedIn, the first post he ever did about Tensor School, he writes the exact same thing.
Oh, is it?
Yes, he wrote about how adaptability is what is going to be the next thing.
It's the exposure
And
of the
so-
latest technology and latest.
Yes, and that's what we're building at Tensor School. People are like, okay, why CS and AI? We're like, AI is not a side dish anymore. It's the main course. Like
Yeah.
pretty much, it's merged in, it's baked in. So, when you said that adaptability is what you wanted, what made you feel convinced कि यहाँ मिलेगा, but in traditional colleges में वो नहीं मिलेगा आपको?
पहले तो curriculum is the basic thing, right? I looked at the curriculum. I didn't understand a lot of part of it, so I reached out through LinkedIn to many alumni of Alco University, and I asked my sister and my friends' elder siblings about the curriculum. They said it was very. They said it was very fast paced, and they said you might not be able to pace through. You might not be able to keep up with the curriculum. I said that challenge accepted. So the curriculum is one thing, and then I have read about Manas sir. I've met Naman sir. So I feel that mentors like them will obviously be able to adapt and help me throughout my journey.
True. And you're one of the first people who have adapted Tensor School, and obviously many more to come. But what made you particularly feel like this is the best fit? You can tell like maybe 3 pointers about Tensor School that like really stuck out to you, that convinced you okay, that's the right fit.
See, for me, it was, as I said, it was the son's decision, child's decision. But the things that he brought to my attention was about the Y Combinator thing. That really, is very unusual when compared to the regular engineering colleges. And then placements now, I think more or less every Gen X school is offering placements. That also, and most importantly for me, I think the decision was all about after him meeting Naman sir. Because he found Naman sir to be the mentor that he wants to pursue his career with. Like he's very sure that this is the kind of mentor that I want to spend the 4 years of my academics, and he has huge faith in Naman that I'm sure he'll guide him on the right track, whether be it his placements or be it a startup or shaping his career. So far as his academics is concerned, he knows what grades he'll get. Like I was having a word with Naman sir before enrolling him. Said that we want Syed to score among the top 10% of the 300 students. So he heard it while I was talking to Naman sir, and he said like, I'm sure I'll reach in that 10%. So he knows academically.
Nice.
Now after his academics, he wants somebody to guide him beyond that point, and that is where he sees his mentors to be the most right at Tensor. Though he still has admission letters from many other Gen X schools. The deciding factor was his personal meeting with Naman sir at IIIT campus here.
I think that's something we're doing like both ways, like even for us.
That is the deciding factor for us,
Nice.
for the parent and the student himself.
So, what was it for you that made you feel like that about
There was,
Naman?
I'm sorry, there was Zenith, but they had a campus in Gurgaon. So we didn't want to send him up north. We were happy Bangalore or Pune, whichever is near, like 8 hours journey for us by car.
Also, better quality of life.
Better quality of life, and children more focus on academics and than distractions.
True. So, what was it about Naman that made you feel like that in the interaction?
It wasn't a single line or a statement he said, it was the entire interaction. I saw my father in him, basically. The way he explained things, and he was very real. He did not sugarcoat any topic. He told what can we expect from them and what they expect from us. Right. So that's what helped me understand.
And could you
Concept.
tell me, like your father mentioned 3 pointers, what was it for you that actually drove this decision?
Like I said, the mentors and curriculum is one thing. The tech business, the first point I said that, and there is a project that I want to work on. I have an idea, but it has a lot of flaws. So I think with the mentors here, I'll be able to make that into reality.
Okay, so you want to build a actual company or a project or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
Well, then you're in great hands. Then I want to ask you, like, when did you first hear about Tensor School? What was your discovery point?
And I think I saw your ad.
Oh,
I don't remember exactly. I saw. Maybe it was from a YouTube comment.
we are
section.
selecting 300 people.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you saw the ad and like ads, you came here, DFT sat, and you got into the interview.
Yeah, I saw your ad and then I went to the website. And because I didn't have anyone who uses LinkedIn, so you either have to buy the 1,300 subscription to reach out to people, or go onto Reddit. Reddit doesn't have many people who are actual achievers. So I went onto the profile of some students and they had their emails linked to it. And then I had to email like 10-15 people. I got a positive feedback, then I applied.
Oh, wow. I'm very impressed with your son, truly. Like, no wonder you're a proud dad. Was there a moment of doubt for you guys when you were taking this whole process, and what was your conflicts about?
No, I was very clear because I have confidence in my son's approach, because everything that he's speaking here, he's never mentioned it to me. But as a parent, I keep my eyes open and I know what he's doing. So not the micromanagement of where he's sending mails and who's approaching to, but the larger picture. I know that before taking a call, he'll do his due diligence and his homework.
Nice.
So that is one thing. It took like, if you talk about stage wise, first step was like choosing AIDS, and then the second stage was the Gen X colleges, then the third stage was the mentors and who can guide him on to the project that he wants to pursue, or maybe a startup or whatever.
Did you have any hesitations in this whole process?
No, because I did my research, so I didn't have.
Nice. All right. So in the next 4 years, if you are looking ahead, what are you expecting out of this whole journey for you personally? Apart from the project, which I am clear about.
Yeah.
You can't say the same thing.
Okay. First of all, I want to lose some weight.
Okay.
And yes, I want to explore more into competitive programming and artificial intelligence as a subject. That's mostly it.
Great. Could you tell us what your proudest moment was with him thus far in this whole journey?
I remember probably he was his 5th or 6th standard, and he got a 89%, and he was crying because in Tensor School they give a golden badge for 90% and above, and he used to get his golden badge throughout, and he missed with just a few marks, about 6 or 7 marks in total. So his principal was happened to walk past by, and he just stopped and he asked him, "Why are you crying?" So he said, he was quiet and he wasn't willing to speak why he was crying. So I told the principal that he missed out on his 90% and he missed out on that golden badge. The principal, he pacified him and said, "We are Nasser boys, you will do well. Next time you're going to get that." So he said, "No, not just the golden badge, but I'll make sure that I'll top my entire class, the 4 sections." And he did that, and he knew that he had to focus, stay away from watching TV or other things, and that's something which he did. And the next term he got that badge back. So that was like a very happy moment.
I think it's more than the badge, it's about the
It
mindset.
was his dedication towards it.
Yeah. I think for parents, more than the results, they are
For me,
always
for
focused
me, it
on
doesn't
being
matter
proud of the process.
what his percentage is. Even my other children, my second son is a very average student in his academics, but he's very good in sports. So, like I said, the youngest one also. Our youngest one was very good, but now he's gone down in academics, but he's doing well in sports. So for me, the marks, percentage, and all those things don't really matter. I always, before walking in here, we were sitting with another parent and a student, and we were just talking. And I said the only 2 things that I expect in the next 4 years in Bangalore, in your college and your campuses, discipline and dedication. One is that I want you to be disciplined, follow the routine that you do. Everybody in our house, we wake up. I'm the earliest one. I wake up at 3:34 in the morning. Everybody else wakes up at 5. He wakes up at 5. My wife wakes up at 5, and the other 2 kids also wake up. And everybody sleeps at 9:30. It's dark in our house. So I said, you sleep at 10, you wake up at 6 or 5:30, whatever, half an hour, 1 hour here and there, but don't miss out on your discipline. And let not distractions impact you in the next 4 years. You're going to a new place, your parents will not be around, you will have youngsters, and this is the age children make mistakes. They tend to get carried away with glamour, cigarettes or alcohol or whatever. I don't see good or bad in it, but I see a distraction in it. So I would not be judgmental for an 18 or a 22-year-old what they do with their lives. But I personally feel for all the children, including my son and the rest of the children at Tensor, that they be disciplined and they are dedicated to what they want to do. If these 2 things are there, then I think that sums up everything, and that will shape their future.
That's very true. And also, I think one of the drivers of us partnering with Estesa, people are like, oh, Estesa is like partnering with a lot of other players as well in the market. But the reason why we chose it is because they have a very deep-rooted ancient history of yoga, discipline, and the campus truly reflects that, right? They're not optimizing every inch for some profit, constructing more buildings. That whole ethos kind of shows in how they structure the entire design of the campus and how luxuriously they allow space for the child. Right?
I've seen that
That's
video. It's a
really
huge
good.
campus.
Yeah, and it's a beautifully constructed campus, very thoughtfully made space. So it's like a person can actually be, right? More than it's not just about, it's a place somebody is living for 4 years.
I believe that academically he'll do either exceptionally well or above average. I don't see him doing anything below average, but definitely he's going to be among the best of tensors. I'm pretty confident of that. The only thing that concerns me, I'm not worried about it, but as a parent, it's a concern that I don't want my son to get distracted of all the hard work that he's put in the school and his intermediate.
Yeah.
So if he's focused for the next 4 years.
Well, I'm very proud of our admissions team because this is the kind of students that are shortlisting and getting in from everybody that's applying. Like I mentioned, almost 17,000 people applied thus far, and we are very, very, very strict on who we are taking in because it's like the 5 people that you surround yourself with pretty much defines the kind of culture you will set for your own life. And as you can see, Manas, the core team that we have here, they were all my friends in college. And I was very lucky enough to meet such, touchwood, amazing people with whom you're betting your future life on, right? And if I haven't met such competent, dedicated, passionate people, maybe I wouldn't have been like able to.
I always tell my children, all 3 of them, I sit and have a word, we sit on a dinner table. You know? I always say, like, I either have friends who are from business background or from educational background. My friends are either doctors, lawyers, or achievers in their field, or they are the best businessmen of Hyderabad, multi-millionaires and all. They're my school classmates, childhood friends.
Where do you study?
I studied from a convent school from St. Paul's. Okay. St. Paul's, Hyderabad. Education has always been a priority in our family. So it continues, and hopefully, because that's something which will brighten the future of the children. Yeah. I believe every child, irrespective of where the background is, where they come from, they should be educated.
I have a this student that I have also interviewed for Tensor, and Manas personally interviewed him and took him in, called Ritvik. You can find his video also.
I watched it.
You watched it. I think you'll be good friends. From my intuition, when he was speaking, that's what I was thinking, that he also plays chess. He's also like a very peculiar person who's like very clear of what he wants, and generally this. They say a square cog in a circular something, like a misfit. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, right? So then he was like, I felt like I finally found my place after I spoke to Manas sir. What I was searching for, I finally found it. And I was like, that's such a nice thing to hear for us. Because it's exciting to have such kids in one place.
That sounds so satisfactory to me, because I've already heard about Naman sir, and now you're talking so diligently about Manas sir. The mentors are doing exceptionally good. So that's something that a parent is convinced, and I'm not, that he's in the right hands. Hopefully, we're positive on that.
I think all the team that is here is because of Manas.
I'm sure everybody's putting their effort.
The entire seed round that was raised for our parent company, Algo University, was by him single-handedly.
Wow.
So before we all joined, he was alone. So he started the whole thing, and he raised $1 million by himself.
That's what.
Straight out of college. And then I had my own startup.
Okay.
But I had some issues with the founding team there, like that I onboarded. So I told them that, okay, I'm going to work more with younger people who are more, passionate, and they are like putting all in.
Okay.
So it was just a different phase of life for them. So I was like, okay, I think after running it, I also had an angel investor as well.
Okay.
But I loved this team. Why I'm saying this story is because I skipped on that because I believed in this team more.
Okay.
And that way, each one of us had our own story of why we came here. And we've been here for 6 years.
It seems like a very good association, and you all are putting a very good hard work into it, and your time and energy, and seems like everything is going in the right direction.
Yes, and now our next best job is to find right kids. And that's very important. Like if you treat this whole thing as just an admission, right, where you can come and give the money and come in. Even we have been doing, I think you created LinkedIn now, right, because to do all this. So you must be following us. So you must be seeing the Tensor tour that we did, Warangal, Delhi and all. We found a lot of people who were management quota people asking us to just, trying to get in.
You just reminded me of his school's founder, Anis Begum, the Tensor School founder. She passed away now, but when we got him admitted, that's the same school where Sania Mirza studied from.
Oh, okay.
He studied from the same school. The girls' school is at Khairtabad, boys' school is at Gachibowli. So the founder of that school, I had a huge respect for, an amazing lady. She founded the school 60 years back. And that's exactly what she told me, that we want the children who are dedicated, and we want the parents who want to give their children good education.
Correct.
And
Otherwise, no matter what we put
how
in,
much effort
they're
we
not
put
going
in,
to take it.
exactly. If the parents are not interested in teaching their children, if the children are distracted with other things,
Correct.
then the school or the college can do nothing about it.
Right.
So,
That's why the whole interview process that we have put in. Otherwise, admissions would have been a cakewalk.
when you said that, just reminded me of 14-15-year-old back one-on-one discussion with Begum Anis Khan. Amazing lady. She was the founder of that school. Now it's the third generation who's running the school. Her grandson is the principal.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's how education goes. Like, even right now.
It's more than a 60-year-old school. It's one of the prestigious schools in ICSE syllabus. I think they are ranked number one.
I've heard of NASA.
They are ranked number one in all boys across India in ICSE. And especially in sports and all, they have all the sports at school, right? From polo to horse riding, football, cricket, hockey, chess, squash. They're very good in sports and all.
Nice.
Academics, they're good, but few students do exceptionally well over there.
No, but I believe it's like a hand-in-hand thing. It's just here in AP and Telangana, the way you look at academics is like JE.
Right.
So that's why they don't necessarily qualify as excellent, but I'm sure like they're doing great.
I think
You have to look at them as what alumni are they producing eventually. That way.
the people that you surround with, like ma'am said, the friends that you make will remain for you for the rest of your life. Now, if you see every single thing that I need, I have all my childhood friends. I need a dentist. Prem uncle will say, okay, mummy ko bhej de. A doctor, a dentist is my classmate from school. He's a surgeon, big name. But then he's from my class. Like Mohan Shenoy, like you name people from across the street. That's the people that you surround with, and that will remain for the rest of your life. And that will shape you. If you sit with a banya, you will think business. If you sit with a cobbler, you will think of fixing shoes. That's how it is. I mean, there's no offense to any career, but then society definitely impacts your thinking.
For sure. Well, as a closing note, I want to ask if you have anything you would want to say to your father right now in this moment in time as you go into your next phase of life.
Oh, I would like to thank you for believing in me throughout my school years, and I want you to keep believing in me for the next 4 years and send me off with good Ashirwad and prayers.
Aww, so sweet. He's such a good child.
He knows that father is always sweet, and he's more worried about his mother.
This clip I will cut and give it to you. You can tell your mom, same to you. Cool. That's it from me.
I
Do
think
you
that
want to
sums up
say
everything.
anything
No, I'm
else?
very happy with the overall everything that has been said and told, and what I foresee after meeting the mentors, and especially you, and his focus on what he wants to do. So we are more than happy, and we just want him to do well and be successful in whatever he wish. And we wish all the success to each individual at Tensor, including the faculties, the founders, the other members, founding members, and the entire students who will be joining in the coming years. So we wish
Thank you
them
so much.
all
That
the very
means a
best,
lot to me.
and we wish all the success. May they all become achievers.
Yes, that is the goal. Win it together. Okay, we also have this small, this is awkwardly kept here, but
No, it's all right.
just going to, this is a
Please.
small onboarding kit for you,
All right.
and Akshika has made it.
That's
So-
very, very sweet.
So I think you are somebody who researches, so I'm sure you'll figure out what that duck is by
Okay.
yourself, but there's also a small
Okay.
You can read this, or maybe after you go back home.
Oh,
You can read up that concept online too.
yes. Okay.